Hi, welcome to CPT162 Introduction to Web Page Publishing. I want to go over some of the parts of this class that will maybe help you get your feet on the ground and running. Uh, One of the first things you'll see when you come in is this front home page. And this is for last semester, so things are a little bit different. On the right-hand side would be the calendar, and it'll show you on all the due dates of all the assignments. So make sure you pay attention to that. Um, Also, when you come in, a lot of other classes use the course materials section. I use that a little bit, but for keeping track of what's going on in the class, the best thing to do is come in here and go to the assignments lesson due dates, right mouse click on it, and open it in a new tab. And the reason why you do that is to keep this in the background because this has course materials, drop boxes, all sorts of other resources, and rather than having to go back and forth, you should open up the lessons in a new tab. Alright, so they're opening up. Alright, so this is how it looks. The dates are different because I'm making this at the end of fall 2, but it should be about the same course. So you have a few things due the first week. One is to post 5 sentences about yourself on the discussion board, and I'll show you that in a second. The other thing you're going to be doing is buying a domain name and setting up hosting. And that might sound kind of scary if this is the first time you're doing anything, but it's very, very easy to do. And I have videos on how to be able to do that. So for this first week, what you want to do is you want to go over the course overview, the syllabus, important information. The important information thing, let me go there real quick so that we can see that. And let me make it a little bit smaller. Hello. So you can see it a little bit easier. The important thing about this first part here is finding a client, and that really freaks people out. So you have a project due at the end of the 7 weeks, and that project is to create a website for this client. And you're probably thinking, well, who am I to go out and find a small business and convince them to do their website? And that's not really what I want you to do. I want you to go find a small business that you do business with all the time. So it could be a place where you eat, or a place where you shop for clothes, or a place that you get your nails done, or a restaurant you eat at. But it's got to be small, so not McDonald's, that's big, or not Kohl's or Target, that's also too big. But small businesses. And then I want you to create the website for that small business. And the reason why I want you to have a relationship, having been shopping there, is that it'll make it easier for you to create the website for it, rather than trying to pick a business that you've never been in and you have no idea how it works or what they do. If you've shopped there before, it's pretty easy. You need to decide on that by the second or third week. So that's the first thing I would do, is start thinking about where you shop, where you eat, and all that, and figure out what business that you might want to do. And again, read this information so you know what it is that you'll be doing. Alright, so I'm not going to go over, well, one of the course objectives that's important, and that is locate a client and all that. So the client part of this is really very important, and that's why I have a couple of different lessons on it and this video on it, so that you understand that you need to be doing that this first week. And it shouldn't be very hard. And if you have any questions, just shoot me an email and say, hey, Mr. Brady, I'm thinking about doing this. Is it okay? I okay just about everything, as long as you're not going to try to do Walmart, because that's way too big, or you're going to do Sally's soccer team, because that's kind of too small. It's not really a business. You can do nonprofits, though, maybe a small church you might go to. So it's not that it has to be a profit. So a domain name, we're going to be purchasing that through 1&1, and I have a video and pictures on how to be able to do that. It's going to cost you $1, and that's the only thing you have to spend in this course, is that $1. Hosting is free, but first you have to set up your domain name first. So first you purchase that, because you need that in order to sign up for the free hosting. So once you get that all done, and then I'm going to have you configure that, and I have videos and all that too. So very easy stuff. Down here, this is all information stuff that you need to work through. And then you have your first assignment instructions. So let me go ahead and take a look at that. So I'm going to have you signing up for your domain name and your free hosting account. And what I want you to do is send me your username and password for both. And I recommend here that you use the password of computer for both. No one's going to be hacking your stuff, so don't be worrying about that. Then I have a lesson here on how to upload that to the Dropbox. So again, I'm not going to go do that in this video because I'm going to show you that in this video. But I want to let you know that this first week you have two things to do. Well, yeah, actually more than that. But what you're going to be turning in, or what I'm going to see, is I need to see a discussion board posting a few sentences about yourself, and I'm going to go over that in a second. The other thing is sending me your username and passwords for a free hostia, and um, now, yeah, one-on-one where you're going to be purchasing your domain name. Um, Other than that, figuring out what small business you want to use. There's nothing that you're going to be sending me on that. Only if you have a question about it, right? And then you move down here, and here you'll be working through a bunch of lessons. I also have a book here to help you because some people rather have books than videos. And then I have a bunch of lessons. When you get down to the end of the lesson, I'm going to have you turn in that assignment, which is a bunch of pens, and then also doing a questionnaire assignment. So not that this course is time consuming, so you want to make sure that you don't try to do this. Everything's due midnight Saturday, so if you decide, oh, I'll wait until 10 on Saturday and then do it, you're going to find that you're not going to have enough time. So you should be doing these all through the week. My goal for you would be, hey, get it all done and before Friday, and then you can take the weekend off or start on the next weekend stuff. All right, let's go back to the home page so we can see some other things. One is the communication tools. Here, there's a class list if you want to communicate with your other classmates. But the big thing right now is discussions. And if you go into the discussion area, you can see that I have tell everyone about something about you. And what you want to do is click on that and then start a new thread with something about you. And you can see that this is from last semester. People wrote in each one of those and said, hey, this is who I am and this is what I'm doing. And it's very easy. You can bang that out probably if you spend more than 5-10 minutes on it. It's way too much. All right, so what other things do we have? The other thing is the coursework, and that's through the Dropbox. So assignments in Dropbox. This is where you're going to be uploading all your assignments. So here's all the Dropboxes. I have a video that shows you how to be able to upload these. The other important part of this class is the course materials. So if you go to the content, as I mentioned, getting to the other page, you're better off doing that through the home page. But here I have a bunch of extra things for you, so extra resources. One is I have a link to one textbook, but I actually have links to 2 textbooks here if you want a little extra. I'm not quite getting HTML, CSS. You can read these books. The other thing is these training videos here. I have linked these training videos through lynda.com. I have only quizzes on these first 2 videos to make sure you get in there and read them. So again, what you want to do is follow these instructions, and that is click on here and sign into lynda.com first. Then come back here and click on this link, and this link will then open up your lesson in lynda.com. So that's an important thing that you want to start doing. This is really going to help you a lot with if you've never done HTML, CSS before. These are really going to help you understand everything. And again, each one of these is another video with the links to both lynda.com and the video. Some of these have, if there's course files, I also provide you the course files so that you can go ahead and get them. But this is another important part of the class. All right, so okay, almost 10 minutes. Let's see. The last thing is where you're going to find your grades, and that is you want to go to User Tools and Grades. If you've been in other classes, you've been able to see your grades through the Dropbox. I can't do that because of the way you turn in your assignments. Whoa! Didn't want to do. Whoa. Okay, didn't want you to necessarily see that. So yeah, this was supposed to be you as a student, and that happened. Okay, so you do User Tools and Grades, and hopefully this will turn out better. There you go. And what you'll do is you'll see your grades here, and then you'll see a link to feedback. So when you click on the link, it's going to provide you the feedback for each one of those assignments. So again, don't go to the Dropbox because the Dropbox will not have your grade and will not have feedback. Only this will have it, and that is user tools and grades. All right, well, that's it. Oops, I don't want to go into the course home. So if you have any questions about the class, please contact me. Everything that you'll need is going to be in this section right here. And again, this assignment lesson due date is probably the most important part. All right, have a great class, and please contact me if you have any questions or about anything having to do with this class. I'm more than happy to respond back to you. Don't sit at home confused when I could easily help you. You can also come join our classroom class if you wish, and you can also give me a call or come by and visit my office if you would like to get some one-on-one instruction. All right, have a great day and a great class.